Good afternoon, everyone. Our topic for this afternoon is about grading and reporting of test result. It means that the grading is a tool on how the teachers evaluate individual students' learning and performance. It is important that the basis and criteria for grading, for example, scoring and reporting test results, clearly established and articulated from the very start of the course. Yes, dahil importanteng malaman ni students ang criteria para maging aware sila on how they deliver their reporting or performance. And also to be aware on how they will be graded by the teachers. At para maging maganda ang flow ng kanilang reporting and performances. What are the purposes of grading and reporting learners' test performance? Ang grades ay may alphabetical or numerical marks that indicate the degree to which learners are able to achieve the intended learning outcomes. Bahagi ng proseso ng pagtuturo at nagsisilbing feedback sa pagitan ng guro at mga mag-aaral. Dito natin malalaman as a teacher if saan si students magaling or kung saan siya mahina dahil hindi lahat ng estudyante ay magkakapareho. What are the different methods in scoring tests or performance tasks? Traditionally, the two most commonly used scoring methods are number right scoring marking. Is number right scoring. Sa number right scoring naman, may point 1 sa mga correct na sagot habang nagbibigay ng marka ng 0 sa mga maling sagot. Ang marka ng pagsusulit ay ang kabuuan ng mga marka, mga tamang sagot. Example of number right scoring. Solve for 3x plus 8 minus x minus 12 equals negative 28. Meron tayong choices. Letter A, x equals 32. B, x equals 8. C, x equals negative 8. D, x equals negative 32. The correct answer is letter D, which is x equals negative 32. And this will be merit as score. Responses other than D will be given 0. Mga nag-answer ng letter A, B, C ay 0 ang score. Negative marking. Ang tandaan lang natin sa negative marking, gumagamit ng right minus wrong method. For examples, learners who choose letter D will be given a score. Those who left the item unanswered will be given a 0 point. And those who choose A, B, C, or will get a negative score. The total score is then computed by adding the scores 1, 0, 0.25 across all items. For example, in a 10-item test, if a learner got 6 items correct, 2 items wrong, and left 2 items unanswered, then the total score is 5.5. See below. As you can see in the table, number 1, meron siyang 1 point dahil tama ang kanyang sagot. Number 2, meron siyang 0 point dahil wala siyang sagot. Sa number 3 naman, negative 0.25 ang kanyang score. Yung mga choices na pinili niya ay maybe letter A or B or C. And then sa number 4 naman, meron siyang 1 point. Number 5, 1 point. Number 6, 0 point because walang answer. Walang answer ang kanyang number 6. And then number 7 is negative 0.25. For 8, meron siyang 1 point. Number 9, meron siyang 1 point. And number 10. Then, the total, 6 plus 0. Negative 6 plus negative 0.50 equals 5.5. Okay, next. Partial credit scoring methods. Sa partial credit scoring methods, isinasaalang-alang ng pamamaraang ito ng pagmamarka ang bahagyang kaalaman ng mga mag-aaral. Bagamat hindi palaging nakikilala ng mga mag-aaral ang tamang tugon, makikita nila na ang ilang mga option sa pagtugon ay malinaw na mali. Number 1, meron tayong liberal multiple choice test. Dito naman, pwedeng pumili ang mga students ng higit sa isang sagot sa isang tanong kung sa tingin nila ay hindi sigurado kung aling option o alternatibo ang tama. elimination testing. Dito naman, i-cross out nila yung mga sa tingin nila ay maling sagot. Okay, the third is confidence weighting. It asks learners to indicate that what they believe is the correct answer and how confident they are about their choice. For example, Linda obtained a score of 55% in her reading test. What does his score mean? Justify your answer. Letter A, Linda got 55% of the test items correct. And letter B, Linda was able to answer correctly more than half of the items. Letter C, Linda obtained a row score lower than those obtained by 55% of his peers. Letter D, if the test has 60 items, Linda would probably have 33 correct answers. This item, each response has an assigned score with its corresponding rationale. An example on how the item can be scored is shown below. Ang mga students na nag-answer ng letter A have a 3 points. Mga students naman nag-answer ng letter B have a 1 point. Answer ng letter C naman have a 0 point. Yung mga nag-answer ng letter D naman is 2 points. Sa multiple answer scoring method naman, pinapayagan ang mga mag-aaral na magkaroon ng multiple answers dahil ang bawat item ay may kahit isang tamang sagot o kung gaano karaming mga sagot. Retrospective correcting for guess. Dito naman ay kahit hindi mo alam ang sagot, kailangan mo pa ring sagutan kahit hula-hula lang dahil when you leave it blank, it is incorrect so that they force the learners answers kahit na di nila alam ang sagot. So, standard setting entails using standards when scoring multiple choice items, particularly standards set through norm reference or criterion reference assessment. For example, for a final examination in algebra, the mathematics department can set the passing score, example, 75 percentile rank, based on the norms derived from the scores of learners for the past 3 years. To do this, the department will need to collect the previous scores of learners on the same or equivalent final exams and apply the formula for standard scores to compute the percentile ranks for. Example, ang letter A is 90 to 100%. Letter B naman is 80 to 89%. Then, sa letter C is 70 to 79%. Or F, it is 0 to 69%, which is failed. Holistic scoring. Ang holistic scoring provides an examine with a single score regarding the quality of examine. For example, the performance. As a whole, most commonly, holistic scoring is used to assess writing samples, though it may be employed to assess any performance task. For example, acting, debate, dance, or athletics. The following is an example of a rubric for an oral presentation. Rating, grade. Sa letter A is very organized, has a clear opening statement that catches audience interest. Content of report is comprehensive and demonstrates substance, and the delivery is very clear and understandable, uses slides, multimedia equipment, effortlessly enhanced presentation. Pag B naman, it means satisfactory, is mostly organized, has opening statement relevant to topic, cover important topics, has appropriate and without distracting mannerisms, looks at slides to keep on track. Sa letter C naman, it means emerging, has opening statement relevant to topic and but does not give outline of speech, is somewhat disorganized, lacks of content and deep in the discussion of the topic. Delivery is fast and not clear. Some items are not covered well, relies heavily on slides and notes, and makes little eye contact. Then, letter D, it means unacceptable, has no opening statement regarding the focus of the presentation, does not give adequate coverage of topic, is often hard to understand, with voice that is too soft or too loud, and pace that is too quick or too slow. Just reads slides, sliding to match text. Okay, analytic scoring is a method of evaluating student work that requires assigning a separate score for each dimension of a task. Okay, the rubric or a final research paper. The criteria, indicators. Number one, the criteria sa introduction. It must clearly identifies and discusses research focus purposes. And then sa letter B, research focus is clearly grounded in previous research theoretically relevant literature. Sa letter C naman, significance of study is clearly identified and how it adds to previous research. And letter D, others please specify. Expert siya if at least to C are satisfied. Profession siya if any two of the given indicators are satisfied. Apprentice siya if any one of the given indicators is satisfied. Then novice if none of the given indicators is satisfied. Number 2, method provides accurate and thorough information of the following. The criteria are research method, design and context, data sources, collection procedure, and tools. And letter C, data analysis. Letter D, others please specify. Okay. Number 3, results. The criteria are letter A, results are clearly explained in a comprehensive level and are well organized. B, letter tables, figures clearly and concisely convey the data. The letter C, statistical analysis are appropriate tests and accurately interpreted. Number 4, conclusions. Discussions and recommendations. Criteria is interpretations and analysis of results are thoughtful and insightful. Letter B, are clearly informed by the study's results and thoroughly address how they supported, refuted, and or inform the hypothesis proposition. And number 5, documentation and quality of sources. The criteria are letter A, cites all data obtained from other sources. And letter B, APA style is accurately used in both text and references. And then sa letter C, sources are all scholarly and clearly relate to research. Then the number 6, the spelling and grammar. The criteria are letter A, no error in spelling. Letter B, no error in grammar. C, no error in the use of punctuation marks. Then D is other please specify. Number 7 is manuscript format. The criteria are letter A, title page has proper APA formatting. Letter B, use correct headings and subheadings consistently. Proper margins were observed. And others please specify. Sa letter grade, this method ay kadalasang ginagamit sa pagmamarka. A is presenting as a higher grade, E or F presenting as the lower or failing grade. Madalas itong ginagamit sa pagmamarka such as quizzes, essays, projects, and assignment. Sa letter grades, ang A ay excellent, B good, C satisfactory, D poor, E unacceptable.